I am Dr. Charudatta Gandhe, librarian, Adarsh Comprehensive College of Education and Research, Pune. I am here to discuss information literacy. Today, I will be discussing about historical background and conceptual journey of information literacy. In historical background, we'll try to seek the answers of who has coined the term information literacy, when this term was coined, why he has coined this term, how he arrived up to this term, and what the information literacy means. The information literacy was coined by Paul Zurzkowski, the president of US information industry, in 1974. In his report to National Commission on Libraries and Information Science, he first used this term information literacy. In his report, he recommended that a national program should be established to achieve universal information literacy within the next decade. Now, we'll discuss the conceptual journey of information literacy. Many information scientists, library professionals, library associations and organizations individually and or collectively participated in developing the concept of information literacy. Obviously, information literacy was first defined by Paul Zurzkowski in 1974. He defined it as people trained in the application of information resources to their work can be called information literates. In 1976, Burchinal defined information literacy in terms of skills for locating and using information for problem solving and decision making. ILA in 1979 defined information literacy as in the same context of Burchinal, but extended it as the person who knows the techniques and skills for using information tools in molding solutions to problems. All the above three definitions were emphasizing on application of information literacy, particularly at workplace and or problem solving and decision making. In the same year 1979, Taylor linked information literacy with the library profession, which was quite obvious. Kuhlthau in 1987 linked information literacy with a person's mental ability and widened the scope of information literacy definition. He defined as ability to recognize, seeking, read and use information. In 1987, Patricia Breivik linked information literacy with undergraduate education as a vital ability for expected libraries to integrate information literacy fully with the learning process. Osland and Kunz in 1989 first time defined information literacy in the context of electronic processing of information. They defined information literacy as understanding the role and power of information, having the ability to generate and manipulate it using electronic processes. ALA in 1989 defined information literacy more comprehensively in terms of attributes of a person. It defined information literacy as a person must be able to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate and use effectively the needed information. If we perused all the above definitions up to the end of 1980s, these definitions revealed that library literacy or computer literacy is not enough. Emphasis should be given on skills to handle information by using information technology. Libraries should be seen beyond the repositories of information. Development of critical thinking skills required for evaluating the information. Information literacy is essential for lifelong learning, and teaching of information literacy is the joint responsibility of library and education discipline. The definition of information literacy became distinct by the end of 1980s and consisted the clear set of skills in information handling. In 1990, Rader defined information literacy in the context of lifelong learning and considered it as an essential for survival in the future, rather in an information society where a person is started to depend increasingly on information for his survival. In 1992, Doyle defined information literacy as the ability to access, evaluate, and use of information from variety of sources. Shapiro and Hughes in 1996 called information literacy as a new liberal arts, and it is an extended art of using information beyond how to use a computer. They also suggested to consider various aspects of information as social, cultural, and even philosophical aspect of information also. In 1997, Bruce considered information literacy from phenomenological point of view. He also suggested a relational model of information literacy. By the start of 21st century, ACRL, SCONUL, and CILIP consecutively defined information literacy. In 2000, ACRL defined information literacy as a set of abilities requiring individuals to recognize when information is needed and the ability to locate, evaluate, and use effectively the needed information. SCONUL in 2001 proposed 7 sets of skills which are known as 7 pillars model of information literacy. CILIP in 2001 defined information literacy as functional information literacy in terms of information competencies necessary to function effectively within the society. And in 2002, Weber and Johnston considered information literacy in terms of information behavior. The important point in this definition is that they express the use of information in a wise and ethical way in the society. Prague Declaration in 2003 defined information literacy as it encompasses knowledge of one's information concerns and needs. Bundy in 2004 defined information literacy in terms of generic skills, information skills, and value and beliefs. Again in 2005, Alexandria Proclamation joins information literacy with lifelong learning and emphasized on as it empowers people in the walks of life to achieve their personal, social, occupational, and educational goals. Apart from these definitions, there are several other definitions made by various library professionals, associations, and organizations. But after considering all these definitions, it could be stated that no authorized definition is in existence which is unanimously accepted. mainly focus on electronic information skills. All the definitions mainly focus on electronic information skills. And very important, the security is the missing dimension in all the information literacy definitions studied or defined so far. Apart from this, there are two interchangeable terms are in existence, whether we should call information literacy or information skills. Are these interchangeable? These are not actually two different or separate terms. We can use these terms in a combined form like information literacy skills rather to use two different or separate terms. Many other terms are also used like info literacy, informacy, information empowerment, information competency, information literacy skills, information literacy and skills, information handling skills, information problem solving skills, and information fluency and information mastery. For all these separate terms, we can use one unanimous term like information literacy skill. Again, there is a debate between whether we should call digital literacy or information literacy. These two terms are different. These are two separate terms. Digital literacy or computer literacy is related to person's ability to use of hardware and software efficiently, and whereas information literacy is related to person's ability to deal efficiently with information. Computer literacy or information literacy, again there is a debate on this term, which term should be used, or all or both the terms are like. Computer literacy is related with the knowledge of machine and its functions, and whereas we have already seen information literacy is related to person's ability to deal efficiently with information. So, after studying all the definitions and debate on various terms, we can define information literacy as an information literate person has ability to express the exact need of information, select the appropriate source or sources of information, securely access the adequate information from selected source or sources, evaluate the accessed information and source, use of information ethically, effectively and securely. Indeed, it is one of the 21st century skills and need of time to survive in this information society. These are the references used for this session. Thank you very much. You can find me at gcharudatta@gmail.com.